to Downline TV, Yvonne Fenton.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. Your background looks a hell of a lot better than mine, so no, thanks for putting that up there. It's pretty
a lot of awards. Top-notch coach. Can you tell us a little bit about what's in the background?
In the background there, I've got my Tennis Vic Award that I won last year, and then, yeah, luckily...
Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thanks. And then I headed off to the Newcomb, and I thought, let's see how we go here. And, yeah, I ended up winning it. I couldn't believe it when they called out my name. I was looking around like, who's that?
Took home a nuke. I like it. Congrats.
Thank you.
I would have loved to have been there. Unfortunately, I was actually having back surgery and I missed that Newcomb medal, but congratulations. Awesome to see, you know, you're being recognised for your great work in the tennis community.
First question today, we've got a couple of interesting questions. We're working towards getting more information, more visibility out there for women coaches. We want to know, what are some of your coaching goals? Where you are where you are now. What is, in 10 years from now, if you could see yourself somewhere, or 5 years from now, what would your ideal coaching role be?
Well, I think my goals have definitely changed since I first started coaching. Initially, it was all about participation, and, you know, I'd taken over 2 clubs where we had no junior teams and participation was really low. So I think for me, I started off about building up the Hot Shots program. And I thought it's got to start with these young kids who are then going to become competition players for our clubs. So I think I've done a good job with that. And now the next step is I've got those kids who have gone through the Hot Shots program. They're looking to play tournaments now. So I think it's about improving the offerings for those participants and, you know, offering them tournament support and letting them get the opportunity to experience tournaments, have their coach there and take their tennis wherever they want it to go.
That's awesome, and it's great to hear how you've kind of evolved and progressed, and that your club. We talked about this before, how exciting it is for coaches when they start at a club and they are starting from scratch, where they don't have competition teams, you know, a lot of participants, and it's great to see clubs like yours grow the way they have. So, and it's due to people like yourself who have a passion for it.
It is quite daunting starting up, you know, from scratch, and you're starting on zero. But yeah, I've been really lucky at West Laylaw. I've been there since 2016. We've gone from 0 teams, and I think it's this year we have 12 junior teams. So I think we're heading in the right direction.
That's super. And I'm going to ask you a very important question. Why do you coach?
Well, I've loved tennis since the age of 5. I played, you know, at a higher level as a junior. Yeah. When I got to about 13, I started to develop some injuries. I've got a really dodgy rotator cuff that just stopped me from competing to the level that I wanted to. I coached a little bit, probably from the age of 16, 17, and I just never really saw it as a career. So I went off and I did a few other things. And even though I did them well, I was a massage therapist and a personal trainer. I don't think my heart was in it like it is for tennis. And so as soon as I got myself back out on court again, I thought, this is what I need to be doing. And I absolutely love it. And I'm still loving it. And it's definitely what I should be doing.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, it's a great answer. And if everyone in life was afforded the opportunity to do what they love as a career, there would be a lot more happiness and love and enjoyment as a collective. And encouraging people to follow that is one of the biggest things. And actually somebody saying that out loud, that they really love what they do and they've found that they tried other things and that's why they do what they do, is amazing. And if you have women coaches who do truly love tennis, there are some roadblocks that will stop them staying in the industry. We spoke off camera before about, yes, there are more female coaches coming into our sport, but where do you see those female coaches going, and where do you see the limitations on them advancing through different career paths, say perhaps to performance coaching?
Well, at the moment, I think it's great that there has been an increase in the amount of female coaches we have, but I have seen that is sitting at an assistant coach level, so doing a lot of work in the Hot Shots program, which is fantastic, but it'd be really great to see these women get out and come from that Hot Shots program and progress and see themselves as, you know, head coaches and just about I'm not sure, but for me, I'm quite headstrong, so I back myself. And when I say that that's what I want to achieve, I'll do whatever it takes to do that. And so for me, I guess I've faced some challenges along the way, but because I'm pretty stubborn, I kept going with it. And I think these younger coaches may be seeing other female coaches as head coaches. That's going to inspire them. They're going to look to us and say, well, I can do that too.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, I'm hearing a lot of resilience in what you're saying. You're not taking no for an answer. You just got to keep progressing. And I know personally, and I can't speak for you, Stoney, but that's how I've approached, everything since I started playing was just start from the bottom, work your way up, and just take no for an answer. Keep putting yourself in, positions where you can keep, creating opportunities for yourself to grow. If that's what you want to keep doing and climbing up the ladder. And 100% we need more women in those roles to inspire and role model for some of our other female coaches.
I think if you're really passionate about it, you'll find a way to achieve it.
Yeah.
That's the way that I think about it.
What if you're not that personality? What if you're not the stubborn, resilient, the one that's going to put up your hand? From your perspective, what can we do as an industry to help support, nurture, encourage those female coaches who won't be the person to do that? What could we do as a collective?
Well, just when I think about what I've been doing recently, is even just taking those young girls that I've been coaching that are now heading towards their late teens, they're coming and doing work experience with me, and I think it's just about them gaining confidence.
Yeah.
So I think, as a female coach, I love to give opportunities to other female coaches. And in the past year, I've had every term, I've had a work experience student, and every one of them has been female.
Oh, wow.
So I think it's just about, inspiring other women to, to think about themselves as being more than an assistant coach, and they can be a head coach.
And we can't wait to be, I think, it's interesting, we can't wait to be confident. I think that's the other thing is, I have a lot of conversations with some other female coaches in the industry, and it's, I'm not confident. I think you gotta have people that believe in you, and you have to be, you have to have some courage, and you've just got to sometimes take the plunge and, be okay with the fact that you may not get the right answer right then and there, but keep persisting, keep putting yourself out there, and make sure that the people around you are really important enough that you value their opinion, and that you have those examples. Because I just don't think you can ever wait until you're fully confident, because that's like saying I'm going to wait until I have a perfect day out on court and I'm going to play my best tennis.
Exactly.
So that's
I don't think that I would ever be 100% confident. So for me, I think sometimes we can be our own worst enemies too and doubt ourselves a little bit. So no matter what I achieve, I still have a little bit of doubt there. But for me, it's just about pushing through that and putting myself into situations that can sometimes make me a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I think that's how we grow.
100%.
Face the fear and do it anyway, right? Just have the courage, be vulnerable, give it a crack. That you can't control outcomes, but it's that willingness to step into that. And what Beti's saying about confidence, we did a lecture the other day. It is confidence second to courage. You have to have the courage, and then once you have the courage, you get the experience, which then becomes the confidence. Can you share with us in closing one of your favourite moments, probably the first one that comes to your mind as a coach?
Probably the most memorable moment for me was last year. I run a program for children with autism. So last year they had an experience on Rod Laver Arena, and it was just one of the most important things for those kids and their parents, just to see how proud their parents were. It just made me realise that, we're coaching tennis, but it's so much more than that as well. Yeah. And that was just a real highlight for me. Yeah,
that's pretty special, isn't it? They're going to remember that for forever. I love these stories.
Honestly,
I love these stories. It makes me want to be a better human being, that's for sure. It's not about having the best kid win a national. It's not about playing the Australian Open. It's actually about these really key moments that really matter in life that's going to leave a memory in that,
it's making a difference.
Yeah. Before we close this out, can you just give us some insight into what you need to continue to grow as a coach?
Well, for me, one of the most important things, I think, and I've learnt this over the years from probably working really hard, I've had years where I've been working 7 days a week and over 50 hours on court. And then that's one side of my business. Then I've got to do all of my admin and all the other things as well. And so I think I was getting to the point where I was quite burnt out. And I think what I really need is just keep building my team. So it's about having good coaches working with me to support me so I can work in the areas of my business that I really want to grow in.
Yeah, that's really, really important. And hopefully, people listening to this and we can hopefully help get that message out there. So, we appreciate you coming on today and really giving us some insight into your business, Top Seed Tennis. We really appreciate you coming on today and sharing with us.
No, thanks for having me. And I love what you're doing with interviewing female coaches and just getting us out there.
No, thank you. Makes us happy.
Have a good one, champion. I hope you have a great day.
Thanks. Bye.